Thank you very much. Thank you very much for accepting our request to come here and of course join us at booth. So very warm welcome. Uh,
Thank you.
so Sunilji, I won't make this too long. So like I said, my first question to you is, okay, how has the journey of mutual aid been? Two ways, how the business has done and what role technology has played so far in this journey.
Thank you. It's a pleasure for me to be here. Looks to be booming here. Uh, right at the outset, I want to tell you that the Mutual Aid is a very old organization. And last year, we've celebrated our 130th anniversary. So it started in the after a cyclone, where people had lots of difficulties to get financial support. There was only one bank, and a group of civil servants joined hands together and they created a pool. And from that pool, they helped members who were in need of, especially for house construction. So there were 175 members, top civil servants, and they brought 25 rupees each. So it's about 4,725. This was the
That's precise
seed
number.
capital. Yeah. So they helped people and repaying back over 1 year. It went on and on. And after some times, it started to grow because the civil service grew and it was an association. But an association, the structure is very flimsy, so it had to be incorporated. So it became a company.
Right.
Yeah, became a company. It started in 1893.
Okay.
Yeah, and in
Oh, it's yeah, it's very old organization.
very old. Yeah, so it got incorporated, and as the country developed, the civil service grew to serve people, the administration, and more members came. And so over the years, over the centuries, we had ups and downs. And the good thing is that people managed to keep the association afloat. And but as technology started to evolve, the association was still in a manual environment. Manual environment. So what we decided to, I joined in more than 30 years back, and as an accountant, I saw that it will be difficult to keep pace. So our first target was how can we start to do some automation, getting certain areas computerized. So we started with that. And down the line, members kept on increasing, and we said, no, now we have to computerize. We have to get a system. But it was very difficult because the staff, they were highly unionized. And late 80s, early 90s, when people heard of computerization, they were thinking of losing job. So what happened? We had to change our strategy. So for instance, we organized a conference. We got a few experts to talk on productivity, to talk on communication, and to talk on technology, the importance of technology. So we have been able through that to get the buy-in. So we started the first computerization project, and then we decided after a few years we need to have a very solid platform. and then we acquired FlexQ. So we worked for over 5 years with FlexQ, and then we looked at the market again and we went to on Finnate. Having obtained Finnate, we said now we will have to consider what next.
I think that's a great journey, because what happens, or what you've seen, is that overall old organizations, this transition becomes difficult, and it's more than centuries old organization, which is still relevant in the market. I think that says a lot about the organization, because it's just not profit making. I think the base of the organization is to serve the members, and that is something which is very interesting.
Absolutely.
So, Sunil, today, as you see, and because of you know, I know you travel the world, you've seen what others are doing as part of your evaluations, also. So, how do you see the role of technology globally in this financial industries, or space wherein starting from Australia to US, things are changing. Probably the consumers are changing, behaviors are changing. So, how do you see role of technology all across the globe?
If we have a look in perspective, we will see that over centuries there have been certain changes, certain elements which have been brought about and which have totally moved on society, bring change. One has been the car industry. Prior to that, the industrialization with the steam engine came on. In the early 90s, we've seen the internet coming, which has brought a huge boost in productivity. And then when we look at Fintech, this is another great step forward. The crucial factor with technology is that it has absolutely no respect for all companies. Either you take them or you will die. So we will have to decide. In the past, we always look at all companies with loads of respect. 100 years old, 200 years old, yeah, wow, what a legacy. It's no more. We won't survive without technology. So we are bound to embrace technology. But the pace it is changing is dangerous. What we see is that customer behavior have changed exponentially in all fields of life, also in the financial sector. So customer behavior have changed, and Fintech has brought about certain changes whereby they have made customers now drivers of their own life. We no more have to go to banks within certain hours. We choose our banking time. We no more have to go to shopping malls for shopping. We do online, be it Amazon or whatever platform, it's possible. We do the same we have for films. We have Netflix and all the other companies providing that. Same. So customers are feeling empowered. We have Uber. You choose your car. We don't have to wait anywhere now. Banking, we have the customer onboarding, which is being done digitally. So people already have the taste of latest technologies. Either we will try to give better than that, or we won't survive down the line.
I think what you're basically saying is that the technology now, with the changed lifestyle and the way, because of probably COVID as well, that the things have become so digital that you can't have anything without technology going forward. It's kind of become all pervasive, and it's become very personal. That's how I see things on how the change is happening, and also with AI, ML, and other new technologies coming in, it's becoming missing. So that kind of is a good segue for me to ask you, what's your now vision for mutual aid? Now we know that this is something that is required for any organization to be relevant, not only relevant, be at some sense profitable, have that customer connect, and wherein you can increase your member base, for example. So how do you see, what's your vision for next 5 years?
Uh, I mean, the biggest flaw or danger with technology is that they can be replicated. So, whatever investment we put in the latest technology, any company can decide to replicate. So, it's a must, but it's not sufficient. My vision is, how do I merge that technology with the labor force to create a new sense of UX? Let them understand, and using these two elements to create a new brand identity for the mutual aid. Otherwise, we will be at a loss. You will excuse me, my son is looking for me. Yeah, oui, allô? Allô? Allô?
I think that's I think the concept of technology and adding human element to it is very interesting that you put in, because nowadays I've seen executives who say, okay, it's just the technology. I think what you're highlighting is that it cannot be just technology. The experience is going to come only when you add human to it. It could be where how they use technology to give the service to their clients. I think that's something that's very unique, that, and I genuinely mean it, because there has been a lot of focus on technology, but then sometimes technology is just tool for humans. We tend to kind of forget that, and that kind of creates that nuisance that if you're not empathizing about humans, then you can't give the service that a human would expect. Right. So, Sunilji, with a partner like us, like Centlon, what do you think? What do you think is going to be our role in meeting your vision of creating a technology-led human experience rather than we calling it as user experience?
Uh, my, uh, my ultimate aim is that how can we use what the technology that Centelon will be giving us to be able to touch the emotional part of people, the sensory part of people, the cognitive part of people, the motivational part of people, some elements of these to be able to get the customers. Because if we use the technology to give a good service. When we give a good service, the customers belong, the members or customers, they belong to the market. There is absolutely no allegiance. Yeah, no. But when the customer gets an excellent service based on human values, based on motivational factors, based on sensory factors, based on emotional factors, they belong to you because they will live by your brand and they will become the brand ambassador.
Right.
So, how do we use these technologies to come to this level? This is my ultimate aim. It will solve our problem in the future because we know competition will be going on and on and on. And we don't have the muscles which banks have. We don't have. So the strategy should be different. We would have wished to go on this line.
I think we want to be that lean technology partner who's flexible, can give the tools for you to for mutual aid to generate the human experience that you really envisage. And we're confident that I think with the Finnate as super products or even otherwise, we'll be able to create some a technology product which will be useful, which will connect with people, which will connect with members, and like you said, I think the, the the real success will be when the member themselves become the brand ambassador. I think that's things. So yeah. So Sunilji, thank you very much for joining us. It was as usual pleasure talking to you. Uh,
I reciprocate and want to thank you for this opportunity. Thanks for that, and I wish you all the best,
thank you.
and to our partnership as well.
Yes, definitely. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.